Welcome to the Daily Dojo, where we believe that tissue can heal and trauma can end. My Renee Ostertag.
I'm Dr. Robin Gisbert.
It's true. It is true. We are here today in the Daily Dojo to develop two key core skills for you and me and all of us to have more availability and opportunity to become a nervous system ninja. Robin, please tell us, what is a nervous system ninja?
Sure, a nervous system ninja, somebody who's reasonably, not perfectly, but reasonably calm, clear, confident, capable in the face of the uns of life, like uncertainty, the uncomfortable, the unexpected. Someone who can ride those waves with some level of confidence.
Some level of confidence in the uns. That's a good. And 1 to 10, how confident am I in any given moment? Right now, 2. With a side of 8, right? The goal isn't 10. This is a moving target that will change as the context of your life changes through that ever fluid river of life. Welcome, everybody, here. We are going to start with a 3-word check in. You'll watch Robin do one, you'll watch me do one, and we would love to receive your 3-word check-in. You're here, whether it's live or later. A 3-word check-in is the number one foundational tool of becoming a nervous system ninja. This is like free throw in basketball. This is like your plie releve in ballet. Experts train the basic skills every day repeatedly. My invitation, Robin, to you is to let me start with a 3-word check-in. Frozen. Thawing is my first word. Thawing, shaky, and secure, which is an interesting, delightful mix. That's my 3-word check-in. A 3-word check-in, you bring your attention and awareness inwards. You do a pulse check on your own lived experience, nervous system in this moment, and then you report back with 3 words that give a general gist of what's happening inside your world. Please give us your 3-word check-in, you ninja dojo darlings. Robin, what's your 3-word check?
Spent, engaging, delighted.
For those of you here live and later, we really sincerely invite you to type your 3 words in the chat. I did this with a few friends over the weekend, and it's a remarkable way to get present and into the now. 3-word check-in. Brian, awesome. And concerned, focused, energized. It doesn't matter what your 3-word check-in is. The skill is practicing awareness and just this recognition that everything changes for both good and bad. It's a snapshot change. And the more you put a label to it, like Beyonce put a ring on it, put a label to it, and you regulate your nervous system. Literally in your brain, you regulate the chemistry. If it's good emotions that you're feeling, you'll feel more good by labeling. If it's bad emotions, you'll feel less bad by labeling. So that's a 3-word check in, and it's both an assessment and a treatment. Second key core skill is tell me something good, and then you can immediately follow it up with another 3-word check in. See how your training is going in the moments as they happen through the river of life. Tell me something good is grabbing a snapshot of something good in your life. This isn't toxic positivity per se. What I love the most about tell me something good is that it's training your ability to bring harness your attention on something good even amidst the bad that is occurring in life, because they both exist at the same time, always, through life, everywhere. What happens is our negativity bias and our circuits, through no fault of our own, will focus on the bad, and then we start to think that's all there is. So, my tell me something good is that through this practice over the weekend and this morning, I'm literally feeling a shift in my body, in my brain, in my circuits, and I'm getting better at feeling good and bad at the same time. Like I have this rigid, frozen posture and it's like, no, stop with the bad. There's so much. But this practice is forcing me to kind of, it's not forcing, it's actually inviting, it's encouraging me to get a little softer. And I'm starting to be able to see good and bad better at the same time. Like this morning, we had the time change here in the US weekend. I neglected change my light that comes on at 5:30 in the morning. It's a little sunrise. It's like this kind way to kind of wake me up. So instead of a kind way of being woken up at 5:30, I got woken up at 4:30. And I was like, mother effer. Brian, love the comment. Um, the something good was that I practiced it this morning while half awake and half asleep. And it didn't change anything. I still felt like a garbage bag dumpster on fire at 4:30 in the morning because I was tired and didn't get enough sleep. But what was good about that was that I was still practicing the skill and feeling a little tiny bit of optimism that I knew I was doing something good for myself, even though I didn't feel good about anything in the moment. That's my something good. And to follow up, three-word check in: powerful, proud, and I love the scientist in me loves collecting data to gather credible evidence to the effectiveness of any given intervention. And I'm gathering more and more data with this Dojo nervous system ninja training, and it's really reinforcing that this is scientifically founded and clinically, practically in your life, feet on the ground effective. Robin, I'm going to invite you to do your tell me something good at the same time that I am inviting everybody to join Brian and whoever else is here. What's your tell me something good? Brian had the Eagles beat the Cowboys. There's your something good. It doesn't matter what it is, it's the practice in your system that trains the skills. So share in your tell me something, share in the chat what your tell me something good is. It's really good for training your nervous system in like 4 times now. Robin, handing it over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Renee. And boy, that time change here in the US, that is a challenge for some of us. And it was sounds like it was for you in its own way. And for me this morning as well, just dragging this morning and tired and ugh. And so much so that I thought, I don't have anything good to say. I started to feel anxious. like I have nothing good to share. Ugh. So I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll go outside and take a walk and get a workout in, and I'll find something good through that kind of, high energy approach. But I was tired. So I just laid down in bed for about 15 minutes and allowed my body to rest because that's what my body was asking for. And I thought, that's my something good. That here, after, 50 some years of go, 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 I was able to tap in to the goodness of choosing rest first instead of go first.
Maybe somebody watching this can relate. Maybe. Difficult to. Robin, what's your follow up 3-word check in?
Softer, relaxed, brighter.
Oh, this 3-word check in is such an invitation to get present in this moment. That's my experience of it. That's what feels true for me. We have about 5 minutes left in today's daily dojo programming. Um, that's awesome. Brian,
Less.
love, right? Like, this is data collection to move from concerned to less concerned. It's great. It's a pulse
Great.
check. Go ahead.
I love this word, data collection and how that invites thinking like a scientist, like an emotional scientist. And one of the things that we, we the people, whoever the big we, like about science is it gets us to some truth. If I do this, what happens? If I do it again, what happens? And this practice of the 3-word check-in, it just feels like this little invitation into what's my truth right now, knowing that it's going to change, even if it changes a little bit, but we're collecting that data and telling the truth of our internal story, of our internal awareness. So little practices of truth all day long.
This idea of truth, Anna Lemke is a physician, psychiatrist, and I just am almost done watching her interview on Andrew Huberman's podcast. She's
Mm-hmm.
an specialist, and she was actually giving literature that backs up that truth telling is a regulating force in the brain, and it connects prefrontal cortex to the limbic system, and it starts to connect those two systems, as opposed to, right, when I'm offline because I'm shamey or in an addiction or hiding or lying, not telling the truth because I'm scared for whatever reason. I'm more limbically driven. And then when that gets much too long, I go into a freeze. So we can actually bring our more reptilian lizard brain connected to the wizard brain through truth telling. There's science that shows this is true.
From lizard to wizard.
Ooh.
Hey, Brian, I saw your comment that it sounds like you connected to that term emotional scientist, and I love that term as well. I got to give credit where credit's due, truth telling. That comes from Mark Brackett's work, and I'm going to show you the book on screen.
Mark Brackett wrote this book that Robin's about to show you called Permission to Feel. It's an evidence-based scientific tool. He developed the mood meter, which is one of the foundational programs that we use in our nervous system ninja training. So this book is fantastic. There's also a free app that you can use to kind of do your own truth telling and tracking throughout the day whenever you want. It's a really wonderful resource. And when I think about being an emotion scientist, I also have my bias in the background of physical therapy. And I think about emotional motor programs, right? Like being an emotion scientist for me also means being aware of how that emotion registers and moves my body. Um, because a ninja really, I think, is, in an ever growing skill set of how they think, feel, and behave. And mood meter, Mark Brackett's work, we are eternally grateful for giving us such great resourcing in the feeling side of being a ninja. Brian, love the contribution. Everybody else that's here, we're saying hello. And we're really excited because this is a pilot of development. And starting in January, we're going to be hosting a daily Monday through Thursday forum for you all to be able to join and participate and grow these skills. You don't have to come. It's still in development, but I'm just excited about it. Who has closing thoughts? Anybody say anything to feel complete with our dojo today?
Renee, I guess I would just share, the phrase that you and I have shared with each others and so many others many times in our one-on-one work. And we've all heard the truth will set you free. And first, it'll piss you off. There's always some little, it's like there's some speed bump or maybe a mountain, but some size of a little "Ah," to get over to get to the truth. And on the other side, freedom.
Oh my God. It's so true. The truth is a gift. At first it'll piss you off. The piss off hill might be big or little. Here's to the freedom on the other side. We will see you tomorrow, same bat channel, 8:15. Tell your friends, come and experience this daily dojo and build the confidence of your own nervous system ninja. Mwah! See you tomorrow.